Hi everyone. Just wanted to share my little walk in the woods with you guys. The sky is like brilliant blue. It's gotten cooler here now. So we're into fall kind of feeling weather. So it's like sweater weather, but it's going to warm up again, but it went really cool last night. But I wanted to show you guys all these beautiful aster wildflowers. They always remind me of Asteria. But anyhow, you can start to see some of the leaves are starting to change. Little doggy. And yeah, I'm just gonna be watching every day now for the leaves changing because they peak about, I guess, about first week of October. So right now everything's still pretty green, except for the sumac. But there's one of my cairns that I built. Map out my cross quarter days. We're coming up to the fall equinox, right? So that's an equal day, and I found out that the Canadian-U.S. border in Quebec was actually built on the 45th parallel, so it creates like a perfect equal 12 hours of night and 12 hours of sunlight on the equinoxes. So another thing I wanted to tell you guys was I've been doing a lot of research on the Prince of Wales, right? Because of Prince Charles now becoming king, and now his son, Prince William, is now the Prince of Wales. And I watched an interview of him talking about his coronation back when he was 20 years old. So, like 53 years ago, he had his coronation to become Prince of Wales, and they had done it in a, I don't know the pronunciation of it, of a castle up in the northern part of Wales. I think it's pronounced Caerphilly or Caerphilly, and it's this old medieval castle. But I started going into all the history of it, and this was a huge, battleground between the Prince of Wales, Owen, and him, trying to get the English out of Wales. And it's kind of ironic that they happen to have this ceremony there. It's kind of like rubbing it in your face that they had taken over Wales after a long battle. There's this whole, I don't know, I think I found it from looking into that castle. If you go down on the Wikipedia page, it shows you all the battles. The rise, it was one of the battles was called the Rising, the Owen Gwyneth Rising or whatever, with all the battles that was happening at the beginning of the 1400s. And they had really pushed the English out. And then at the end, the English got hold of his brother, his sister, and they murdered them all in the London Tower and then hung their heads on the London Bridge. And the whole reason I'm bringing this up, well, mainly because of what's happening, with the Queen's death, but also because he disappeared. They never caught him. They always say that his, that he died, but, they never found his body kind of thing. But he basically like took off and went into hiding with some of his other really close comrades also did that. They didn't get caught. And he disappeared on the fall equinox on September 21st. And they call this the Feast of St. Matthew. Okay, so I just wanted to bring that up because I was like, okay, this is all tying into a very significant history between Wales and England. And, this all ties into the Prince of Wales, becoming king and then his son becoming the new Prince of Wales. And in his interview, he's talking, it was back in 1969 that he actually went through the coronation. And he was saying, the Welsh people want me to be Prince of Wales. And I'm like, the only reason the Welsh people want you to be Prince of Wales is because they, don't remember their history, or you're just pretending they do, because I'm pretty sure back in 1969, the Welsh still remembered their history, maybe not so much now with the internet of things and everybody being kind of distracted and not really understanding their history. But so it's a significant time. So, I know her funeral is September 19th, right? On Monday, I believe. Yeah, and Canada had created a national holiday so everybody could, mourn her. But Quebec decided to advocate on that. So there's no national holiday on Monday. And it's because, when they were in battle against England, the Welsh, the French were helping them, right? And it's all in the history books, right? So the Scots and the Irish and the French and the Welsh were all fighting the royal family. And then it's so funny because, you know, it they're not even English, right? They're German. And I don't know what these mushrooms are. I have a friend who's a mushroom person. I gotta get her in the woods and tell me what these ones are. And I haven't got any big, I don't know if these are edible. Maybe you guys know. I haven't got any big puffballs this year. Usually I have some big giant puffballs, like white mushrooms, but I haven't found any this year. I got some on this tree right here. But anyhow, they're not even really English, right? Their last names were German, and then they changed it during after World War One, because it was they tried to like remarket their name and their family. I'm showing you all the mushrooms here. I'm gabbing here, and the whole thing about King Edward and Mrs. Simpson, he was like pro-Nazi. He had Nazi friends, and I'm pretty sure that's why he ended up having to leave, the royal family, because it was found out that he was socializing and partying with the Nazi party between World War One and World War Two, and then, he had to abdicate because, didn't want that to get found out. Oh, wow, check this out. I haven't seen this yet. Holy crow. What kind of mushroom's that? Holy jumping. I don't know if that's called the turkey tail. I don't think so. Really orange. Anyhow, I just wanted to kind of ramble on about that because, they created this whole thing with Mrs. Simpson. She was a commoner and all this, and she's married before, and that's why he had to abdicate. No, it wasn't anything to do with that. He was pro-Nazi, and he wanted the British to side with Germany, because he didn't like what happened in World War One, and they just thought, why go through a whole another war? You could say, oh, he was being kind, but somehow, you're partying with people that think it's okay to murder, genocide a whole population. Doesn't look good on the books. So anyhow, that was my little ramble. Here's my my pie rock. I don't know. Butter pie. I created that. And then here's my labyrinth. Come down here and walk this to balance my brain waves. And I don't know if you guys can kind of see it. There's less leaves right now, so you can kind of see the pattern. Can you see it? Not really picking it up, but anyhow, big huge tree big top of one of my maples fell off. I'm gonna have to get that down and chop that up. At least it didn't fall in my in my labyrinth and squish it. So anyhow, there's the treetops. They're all green right now, but in the next couple of weeks I'll be showing you they're gonna go all beautiful orange and red and yellow, and it's a nice time of year because it's cooling down and there's less bugs, and it's nice. I love this time of year actually, the fall. So yeah, that's kind of my take on the whole thing, and really, the whole history of it all. And it's just a big farce, the whole thing. It's just it's just trying to get your emotions attached to it, right? Even like being angry about it. That's like pulling your emotions into it. I'm not angry about it. I'm just kind of like, it's just a joke. It's all a joke. Like, and I don't respect people that, manipulate people and make them think a certain way for their own benefit. I just don't have any respect for the royal family. I just don't see them as somebody I should look up to because they're kind of living off of other people's money, and they've lied about their history. They murdered a lot of people, and they created wars that killed a lot of people. So I just don't have like any respect for them. And yeah, they genocided the Welsh. Um, they wouldn't let them speak their language. They murdered them. It's just all crazy. It's just the whole thing is just absurd. And it's just funny how people don't even want to know the history, right? Because I guess it just, it upsets them, or they don't want to believe that, you know, who they idolize is maybe not who they appear to be, and just kind of rocks their belief systems. I love this tree. See how it's kind of bending and it's kind of throwing. I like it when the sun shines on the mossy rocks. It looks like a frog there, big froggy rock. And then, yeah, so I'm gonna go do some yoga, meditation in my sugar shack. Try to realign myself and create some energy. I just love looking at the treetops. But thanks for listening to me. I'm gonna do my stellarium class tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. If anybody wants to sign up, I'm gonna show you how to use the two formats of stellarium, and also going into the folklore of different cultures. They show a few different ones there where you can see what their constellations were and their cultures, and it can kind of give you it does definitely gives you a concept. Oh, there's a deer over there. Oh wow, I don't know if you can see it. Oh, oh geez, it's running through the woods. They were playing around in my yard. Oh, there's a twin. Oh geez, I don't think I can get it in any closer. I don't know if I can zoom in. They just took off. Oh, they're running around. They're watching me. Um, yeah, they came around yesterday. I saw them, and they were bronking and bucking and playing in the puddle of water, and they were having a great time. And they're quite friendly with me. They come up quite close to me, like when I'm driving and on my lane and stuff. They won't run away. And but I kind of get sad for them because my neighbor on this side likes to kill them. He kills deer for fun. So and me being I don't eat anything with four legs. Like I'm two legs max. Anything four legged don't eat. So you're safe. You're safe, Teddy. You're not gonna get eaten. So yeah, it's just I'm trying to. I always say to them, stay on this side. Don't go over there. But they're two does because they don't have horns. They're twins, and I had twins last year too. But anyhow, sign up for the course because it'll help you. You can start to do your own research with the Solarium and kind of look at things. I'm sure some of you guys have been on there before, but there's it gets a little tricky how to run it. So I'm just gonna run down, and we can check out the different star lores, and the folklore of the stars on different cultures. It's always fun to do because what you think is one constellation, you're like shocked that it actually means something else in a different culture. So, and sometimes it can just give you more insight. So, anyhow, if you sign up if you want, you can go on my website. It's Time Will Tell Astrology. It's the course portal .net, and you can just sign up for class 5. Okay, so that's tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. So hope to see you there. If not, I appreciate you guys following me and commenting on my channel. It always inspires me to keep bringing more information to you, and keep kind of unraveling this crazy time that we're in, and kind of understanding the history so we can know the dates that are super important. So anyhow, the fall equinox is super important, and we know that anyhow because it starts to well, it's in Virgo, which is really important all around the Java star. So it's an important time. So just balance the dark and the light, equal. Take care, guys. Bye.